My mom hates when I do that, so I probably shouldn't do that. Hello and welcome to the 4th episode of Talking About Tunes, but I wanted to do something a little bit different this time because I'm just extra like that. So I decided to do my everyday makeup routine as I review this album, but I wear glasses, so I'm not going to be able to see during 95% of this video. So we're going to see how this works. So I decided to review Little Mix's LM5 because it just came out and I was really pumped for this album, and honestly it was everything that I wanted it to be. It was like, it was a great girl anthem type album, the kind of album that you listen to when you just feel like being the baddest, you know? Because like very few albums do that for me, but this one really kept me going, kept me in my feels, kept me on the edge of my seat. There's 17 songs on it, and in all honesty, I don't think I had to skip a single one. Like, obviously there's songs on there that I like more than others. However, none of them were just like so bad to the point where I was like, yeah, snooze on that. Do I have to show what I'm using? No, I don't. I'm not going to. So let's get right into it. The first song on the album is called The National Manthem, and honestly I didn't realize the play on words until maybe like my 3rd time listening to the album, because I literally thought that it was just called the National Anthem and I was totally content with that, you know? Like, they could have named it that and I would have been fine. However, I do appreciate the play on words, and I think that it was a great way to open up the album because it really like sets you up for what's about to be in store. And then it beautifully leads into the second song, which was the song that they like promoted the most, which was Woman Like Me featuring Nicki Minaj. And honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest, I didn't like the song at first. I didn't like it at all, and then I listened to it maybe like 3 more times, and then I was like, you know what, this song is a tune. And then I listened to the lyrics and I was like, you know, this is it, this is the song. Like, I feel like the lyrics are just so empowering, and it just really highlights the point that you're not perfect, and of course you know you're not perfect and that you have flaws, but you're working on them, and once you're working on them, that's all that really matters. Because there are some people out there that will just say that they're a bad person and live the rest of their life like that, like they don't even care, and we all know that that's not the way to live. So I feel like this song is for those people that are out there that have their insecurities and have their flaws, and yet they're still trying to be better people. Overall, I give the song a solid like 4 stars. It wasn't the standout on the album for me, however it was still really good, and I think that it was a great song for them to decide to use as a single to promote the album. I know that usually I do like a standout lyric that I have from each song, but I think that there's nothing that I can really say that I haven't already said about this song, you know? But like my favorite line would probably have to be insecure, but I'm working with it, because honestly they made something that I can totally relate to. The next, I think that I'll probably do like my top songs on the album and then go back and then review the entire album, because that makes more sense to me. So like my second favorite song, or probably my first favorite song, would have to be Strip. And honestly, honey, when I tell you that I needed this song in my life, because sometimes you're feeling mad confident and you're just like, this body was sculpted by the gods, snatched by the Lord himself. But other times I look in the mirror and I just stand there and I'm like, this ain't it. However, this song really helps you feel like no matter how you're looking that day, this is it. Your entire body, this is it. Acne, this is it. Makeup, no makeup, you're still the baddest out there. And I truly appreciated that, because sometimes I just feel really down. What am I doing? Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. So sometimes I just feel like really down, but I feel like this is the song that you can listen to, like just strip down and look at yourself in the mirror and just dance to it, and then just gain that utmost confidence. Because once you're confident with yourself, then everyone's gonna see that and they're gonna go off your energy, which is one of my favorite lines in the song, because it says sexiest when I'm confident. And honestly, big moon, truest statement that's out there, you know? Like, you ever meet someone and you can honestly tell that they're just not feeling it within themselves, and so instantly your vibe goes down by like a good 15% with them? Work on that. Work on that by listening to this song. And the video, wonderful. There's a scene in the video where our girl does that. I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know how it's gonna work. Moving on from that point. The video is fantastic. I think that everyone should look at it. I think it was number 6 on trending for the longest time. But there's just such an inspiration and a large amount of women of like different body sizes and skin tones and stretch marks and cellulite, and it's not like your usual conventional music video. So I thought that that was wonderful. And Body Posy Panda's in it. She runs a body positivity page on Instagram. Game changer. Wonderful. So Strip is probably my favorite song on the album. And then after that would have to be Wasabi, because Wasabi is just a bop in general. It's mostly about like, this is so hard to talk and do makeup at the same time, which is terrible because I talk to myself all the time, but this is on a different level because I actually have to make sense here. That's enough of that. Yeah, Wasabi is like that song where you're talking to your haters and you're like, I can't help that I am the way that I am. I can't help it if you don't like me, because honestly, you not liking me is probably because of your own insecurities and your own prerogative. And I can't change that about you, you know? Wait, I can't find my eyebrows. Okay, I guess I'm not putting on eyebrows today because I can't find them and I don't know where they are. Okay, well, there goes that. Maybe... I don't know where they are. I'll have to do that off camera, like a real beauty guru, and then come back and share my results on that. Joan of Arc is really a female power anthem. And honestly, I love songs like this. Like, I can never get enough of female power anthem songs. But this one, the beat drop, the lyrics, everything was just fantastic. I feel like I should low-key tell what I'm using, but I honestly don't think that everyone cares, you know? Like, I'll probably list it in the description, but I won't like go into detail about it because no one's gonna run off to buy these things. What was I talking about? Joan of Arc. Yes. Female power anthem song. Really, really makes you feel like a strong, independent woman. Like, no one can touch you. Men? Who? Not in this household. Not in this vicinity. I listened to this song and I didn't want men around me for a good 5-mile radius. Like, if one even looked at me, I was ready to fight. And if your song doesn't evoke that kind of emotion, then is it really a song? Questionable. Yeah, so I highly recommend that song if you're ever feeling down or you just feel like being the baddest. Pop that song on. Pop that song on in a playlist with like Feeling Myself, Nicki Minaj featuring Beyonce, and a little Cell Block Tango from Chicago. Have you feeling nice and right, nice and strong, like the world is your oyster. And I think that that's the best thing about this album because it made me literally feel like the world was my oyster. I saw a lot of interviews with Little Mix and they were saying that this was like their favorite album because they wrote the songs and they really felt everything that they were saying in the album. And like you can tell when an album is written out of pure emotion and that they love what they're writing and that they relate to what they're writing and that they truly want to share that side of themselves with you, as opposed to like an album where they're just doing it for the clout or they're just doing it for money. Like there's a huge difference in how it sounds. Ooh, Come Through Pigment. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys right now. I don't know what I'm doing. But like I said that all throughout high school and I still graduated, so you know, it'd be like that. Never doubt yourself. Listen to Joan of Arc and never doubt yourself. Yeah, as I was saying, like when artists produce an album that you know that they wanted to produce, that they wanted to share that side of themselves with you, like I think you really feel it. and you really start to relate more to the lyrics. Those are the types of albums where you can listen to the songs over and over again and then you never get sick of them. You know? I feel like I've been asking that a lot, like somehow you guys can respond to me, but you can't. But that's okay. Because I know that in spirit, you guys are behind your screens like, yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Yeah, that works. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere, okay? Come through, blending. Come through. This has nothing to do with the album, but in like this palette that I'm using, there's this color called Cha Cha Sriracha. And honestly, it's like the best color that I've ever used. It's so highly pigmented that I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Like, hold on. So yeah, if you look at this palette right here, this one changed my life, my entire life. But back to the album, because that's what I'm supposed to be talking about. I never was really into like Little Mix, except for some reason I always get into them when it comes to their breakup songs. Like Shout Out to My Ex was my jam. I've never even dated anyone, and Shout Out to My Ex was belting out at the top of my lungs for the longest time. I feel like they're just so good at that. Which I don't know what that says about them, but hey, I'm here for it. I look like someone just ran up and decided to punch me in the face. But I wear glasses, so it's gonna cover over all of that real quick. I was also really happy that they got to work with Nicki Minaj on the album, because they were saying that for like years they've wanted to collab with her, and anyone that knows me knows that I love me some Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. I actually never got to review her album Queen on the podcast, but I should have, because that's another one that makes me feel like up here. But all in all, I think that Little Mix's album was amazing. I'm gonna have to do my eyeliner off camera, unless I'm feeling like really talented today. Let's go for it. So my top songs were Joan of Arc, Wasabi, Told You So, definitely. Like, I almost cried the first time I listened to that. Woman Like Me, but I feel like I'm pretty basic if I say that, because they were promoting that song, so we just kind of expected it to slap pretty hard. American Boy is really good too. They threw in those little like Latin island vibes in that song, and I was really feeling that. I don't know where half my stuff is, so that's perfect. Yeah, I love songs that incorporate different types of music in it. Like, love that. Woman's World was wonderful as well. Like, I'm not gonna go into detail on all of the songs, just like my standouts, but I highly recommend that everyone this isn't gonna work. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm back. My wings are uneven though. which is okay because I wear glasses, so it just covers a multitude of sins and it's just gonna cover for that. Anyway. Can't see again. All in all though, I'm really proud of the Little Mix because I feel like a lot of girl groups aren't lasting. Like, I had my money on Fifth Harmony and then they disbanded like a month after I got into them, which is really unfortunate because they dropped He Like That and I thought that that was the song of the summer, to be honest. Apparently I can't talk and do my brows at the same time, which is so wild to me because that's how I usually do them. But yeah, Little Mix has been together for quite some time. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I didn't think that they were gonna last. But if the rest of their albums are anything like LM5 was, you guys better get ready. Because they are coming to snatch up the Grammys. I feel like they should get a Grammy just for Told You So in itself. Because that is such a sweet song. And I think anyways, I think the thing that's so sweet about it is that it's like it's one of those songs where, like, you know when you're being like told off very decently but they're not raising their voice at you, yet you still get the point. That's what kind of song this was. Like, you could tell that they're telling their friend, like,
hey, yo, you were high-key stupid. We been told you this guy was no good. His friend was way cuter, but you still wanted to taste forbidden fruit. And because of that, now you got hurt.
but they said it in a really gentle way. Like, way more gentle than I probably ever could have. If my friend ever goes through a breakup, this is the top song that I'm playing for her. I think I actually dedicated it to one of my friends that was going through a really hard time. And I was like,
Girl, that guy? Tears? Over him? Question mark?
this bro always gives me problems. And it's looking to ratchet. I think it's okay. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. What was I talking about? I think I was talking about Told You So. I feel like that's all that I have to say about the album. Like, it was wonderful. Instantly, like, I listened to it and added it to my music on Pandora, which is something that happens very rarely because there's very few albums that I can listen to just over and over and over again. Thirdstory, Cold Heart is one of them. Little Mix, LM5 is another. Not gonna lie, I was pretty tempted to get it on vinyl, and then I was like, you don't have a record player, so that wouldn't make any sense. It would just be for the lols, you know? And even then I have like nowhere to put it. So really the only people lolling would be like Little Mix. That took all my money for a vinyl that I'm not even going to use. Just to look at. And it's not like Korean albums where like, yeah, you order the album and you get like a photo book and a photo card and all that extra good stuff. I would literally just be ordering it just to say that I got the album on vinyl. And I don't feel like flexing on my haters that much. I don't even know if that's a flex. That's one of those like odd flex but okay type moments. That doesn't count as a flex at all. I'm convinced. I should purchase more mascara because this is running low and that's not working for me. So yeah, I think that next I want to, why is my nose running? I want to review probably not Queen because it's been out for so long, and Nicki Minaj. However, she is dropping a remix with Lil Wayne to Good Form, which was very surprising to me. I don't even know where that came from. Like, it came out of way left field, and I don't know how that's gonna work out. I feel like it would have been a little bit better if she added like another female rapper. Maybe like, let me not even say that because this is not the time or the place or the review for that. Tekashi 6ix9ine is also supposed to be dropping an album when and if he gets out of prison. Is how the saying goes? When and if. If and when. If he gets out of prison. Hello? But yeah, I think that'll be a good one to review. Even though, like, real talk, I don't listen to a lot of Tekashi 6ix9ine music because it's a little, como se dice, aggressive for me. But I'll make that sacrifice because Billy was really good and Fifi was good. And that other song that I can't remember, so it must not have been that good, but whatever, you know. So yeah, stream LM5 on all major music platforms. Platforms that I don't know necessarily what they are because I just listened to it on Pandora Premium, but I'm sure they have it on like
Spotify, Apple Music,
and that's all that I know, which is really sad, but it happens, you know? The funniest thing about all of this is that I'm not gonna know how it looks until I put my glasses on. It's like a reveal every time I do my makeup. My mom hates when I do that, so I probably shouldn't do that. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have. Like, I don't add like a highlight and contouring for everyday looks because that's a lot of energy and effort to put into something every single day. A lot of energy and effort that I don't have.